Autism isn't a word to be feared. It's a person to be loved. Autism is one word attempting to describe millions of different stories, millions of different emotions, and millions of different people. And to completely understand autism, we need to go beyond the spectrum.
Autism is a neurodevelopmental disorder that is usually diagnosed before age 3. It is characterized by deficits in language and social communication, as well as repetitive and restrictive behaviors, interests, and activities. A lot of red flags that are seen are no babbling, no gesturing by 12 months. The first word should come in between 12 and 16 months. Eye contact is diminished, obsessed or overly obsessed with a toy or an object, sensory issues such as toe walking, covering their ears to loud noises. Those are all red flags that parents should be aware of.
Autism is a lifelong condition for the vast majority of people who have the diagnosis. So from the time a child is diagnosed, you have to begin planning for the future.
First, you have to accept the fact that your little one has been diagnosed with a devastating condition, and you find yourself immediately in a world that you was not expecting at all and you are not prepared for. Gabby was a handsome boy. Non-verbal, with a lot of characteristics typical of a child with autism: rocking, flapping hand, repetitive movement.
It's a daily grind. The future never looks completely clear. Even the challenges of going from one grade level to another and having to deal with the school system is very difficult. It's not something anyone's really ever trained for.
The journey is a very tough journey for these families. It is something that can actually be devastating to some families in terms of relationships in the household.
We have a lot of crying. We have a lot of time that we feel hopeless. So you have to learn to become a lawyer, a teacher, a psychologist, a therapist, the best friend, and also the mother of a person with a lot of things to learn and to go for in life.
It's extremely challenging for the parents, for the siblings, for everyone involved in the care of this child.
Being a sibling with someone with autism, it can be very challenging at times. You have to have a lot of patience for these children. Slowly, as I've been growing up, I see things that he has problems with that other kids don't have problems with, and then it really affects me. And it really hurts at times.
The biggest challenge that families face is navigation of the system, the services. Where do I go? What is my child entitled to? The school system. That is a very big challenge that we have, especially here in South Florida.
Services tend to be disconnected. I think families tend to feel disengaged and disenfranchised. Some of the behaviors that come with autism can create quite a bit of tension for a family. It makes them not necessarily want to go out in public. Maybe they resist going to restaurants, or they start not seeing their friends as much as they used to. And that leaves families kind of frustrated, feeling alone, a little bit isolated.
If your neighbor have a party, your child was not invited. If the school has an activity, your child was left behind. If society, the city has something, our children was not included. So I have no more choice than say, you know what, my son has the right that my neighbor or my friend or any other regular PR. So I create Hope for Autism with that intention in mind. Hope for Autism is just a group of parents and children with autism. I created when my son was 4 or 5 years old. Gabby's already 21. And I did it because we have nothing for our children. We have so many events through the years. We have summer party, we have Halloween party, we have Christmas party. Every month we have social Saturday for our young adult with autism. We have a gala that we do every year to raise funds for a non-profit organization that are working on the benefit of our autism community.
It's been a lot of fun seeing the kids in an environment where they really enjoy themselves, where they really feel comfortable with themselves. You can tell that they're having a really good time. They feel like they're at home.
When I went to that Halloween party, I really didn't know what to do with myself. I was a bit nervous and anxious, but once I really got into the party, I started having a lot of fun.
These are very engaged families, they're very active families, they have a very positive perspective on what autism means to their family. It makes the family stronger, it makes the siblings more compassionate, it brings together disparate units of the family in a way that creates more cohesion.
All of them have come together and engaged in the care of their specific family member with the diagnosis. They have offered support, love. They're there together. It's not a one-person problem, it's a family problem.
We are a family. We are people connected with the same pain, with the same love, with the same expectation, with the same difficult, with the same struggle. We are a family, a real family.
I just want to say, this, whatever you have, doesn't have a chance. With you and the doctors and your parents and all of us here, that thing has to be nervous.
Each child with autism is different, but when you have love for the children, you know how to deal with them.
Thank you. Thank you for being part of my life.
We have to think about their abilities and not their disabilities. I mean, these are individuals who are uniquely abled as opposed to uniquely disabled. And I think what I would like the broader community to really understand is that in order to fully include and integrate in a meaningful way these amazing individuals into society, we absolutely have to get beyond the spectrum.
The earlier we get intervention, the more successful the outcome is. It's important to take time to explain this to families and give them hope, because there is hope. And with the right services, many of these children do progress and get better and improve.
Autistic people can actually contribute a lot to the world. They might be able to use whatever skills and talents they have to make their mark in this world and to actually live fulfilling, meaningful lives.
With the trust that our son could have the same possibility that any other person in the world we have going through, and we believe in Gabby, I believe in my son. I do have a lot of respect and love for him.
It's a family seeing the positive, seeing the optimism, and not feeling sorry for yourselves, and actually taking that energy from the grief and from the despair that you feel in the moment and creating something beautiful out of it. I mean, that's the story.
It's been an amazing journey. I won't change a day.